Hi there, and welcome back to Staying In For A Pint. This is Ethan.
And that's Kieran.
And on this episode, we're
tasting a few
tasting more beers, yeah.
As always.
I forgot the name for a minute.
So, we went down to a local brew store the other week. We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. And we came away with a couple of deals.
Yeah.
We've got another episode from that brew store to come up. It was called Priesttown Brewing Bottle Shop. Now, unlike usual, we have different beers for this week. So they're both by the same brewery, these two on either side. I've got Primis, which is a hazy Strata SIPA. And Kieran has got
Hoodoo. I thought I said Voodoo last time. Sorry.
Which is a pale ale. We've chosen it this way around. Well, I chose it this way around purely because I think you'll prefer the taste of that to this, and I know I should prefer the taste of this to that. However, we will taste them both. We will taste both. But before we get onto them, that's a lovely noise to come through the microphone. We've got this. It's Runaway Brewery's Summer Saison, 4.2%. It's not really summer, so I don't know how this is going to taste on our taste buds in that way. Are you ready to try it?
Yeah, indeed I am.
One. Two. Now these ones aren't cask standard already, so they are very fizzy though. Let's see the style of your pour by the end of it.
My pour's decent enough, I think. That's fine by me. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, give it you. Well done. So, as we said, this is a 4.2%. I'm assuming it's a session ale. It's quite difficult to see without blue lights at the moment. It's made in Manchester. So, assuming it's made near the train station. It was bottle condition, so we might have a little bit of a... Right, chin. First, give me your smells.
I can't smell anything.
Okay, this whole, you not smelling anything is getting me a bit worried. There's a summery smell straight away. Taste-wise, it's just too...
I can taste hops in it.
Too thin. It's so thin, I'm not getting much taste.
I'm not getting anything either, you know.
I can imagine this is fantastic on a summer's day, because this reminds me of Radlers and Shandies. It's really, really fizzy. It's really easy to swallow. It's...
In my opinion, it's a posh Corona.
I think it's fruitier than a Corona.
Yeah, it's got the slight edge to Corona. But, yeah, that's all I have to say on it, to be honest. I wouldn't rate it highly.
Beer-wise, it's not a decent beer. Again, it's probably because we're drinking it at the wrong time of year.
I'd say it's borderline lager to IPA, in my opinion. It's just got a bit of hops in it, and that's it. That's all that's special about it.
It is just yeah, it's a new brewery-ish. 2014 they started.
In Manchester, did you say?
In Manchester. Again, we got these from a local bottle shop, so they were giving us a nice little discount.
With the decoration on the wrapper for the R, I'm not that fussed with it really.
I feel like if we knew where they were based,
then we'd have a better
understanding. Maybe it's near a main road, and there is the B for the brewery on the inside of the R.
I didn't realise that.
It's very simple packaging on the bottle. Beer taste wise, I can't rate it highly, purely because there's not much there.
No, there isn't.
It's a bit too thin. It's it'd be stunning on a day where it's like 32 degrees like we had over lockdown 1.
Mm.
But, you know, we're in October, November now, and it's not going to be 30 degrees.
No.
So this, sadly, cannot be rated highly because...
There's no taste to it.
Well, no, there is taste to it.
In my opinion, there's very little to no taste.
It's just too thin. It's too light.
There's not much to it.
There's a little bit of a cloud to it.
Yeah, slight.
And to be fair, it's a really easy drink. You could easily sit there and drink this in a beer garden all day. But it's just not. It's just not ticking the flavours for me, which is a shame, because I can imagine that it is a really tasty beer. But for me, it's a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm going with the same.
You're going for a 1 as well.
1.
It's between a 1 and a 0.75, but we'll finish this water off because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back for the next beer,
Which hopefully are more promising than these ones.
They look more promising.
Because you've been desperate to have the Primis, haven't you?
I have. I'm hoping they're much more promising.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. Thank you. Hello. Everything might look a little bit different, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
So, whilst we were filming this podcast a week ago now,
Yes.
we realised that Kieran had
started getting symptoms for it.
for coronavirus.
I had a cough at the start before it, and I didn't think anything of it. And then I had a beer, and I was there like, Ethan was saying all these tastes and smells. I was there going,
Yeah.
can't hack any of it. So I quickly ran into the room, locked my door.
Yeah, so we put in the symptoms into the app, and he got told to isolate and have a test. He's had a test now,
I've not got it.
and he's not got it.
Yeah, we can
However,
carry on.
we do have another issue in the sense that we already opened these beautiful beers, so we had to drink them without filming. So we're both drinking separate drinks, nothing to do with these.
No.
Now, Primis, I managed to pour you a tiny little bit into a glass before we put you into isolation.
I think it was brilliant.
It was stunning.
It was very nice.
I've rated it on Untapped.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling I might have given it somewhere around a 3. But I think it was absolutely stunning. The flavours in it, and
It was quite sharp.
It was very sharp. It was very fruity. It had a beautiful hazy colour, and it was only brewed down the road in Whitworth. Fruity, full of body, low bitterness, and a juicy finish. It's basically what it says on the tin, but absolutely stunning. And I definitely recommend buying it. However, I never got to try your beer, which is Hoodoo.
Hoodoo.
Now, do you want to explain a bit about Hoodoo? Once I find out what we rated these.
It's just basically, in my opinion, it's just a bog standard pale ale, but it's much better than any of the ones I've had.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say on it, really. I quite liked it. It's yeah. To be honest, I can't remember.
No, it was a while.
It was a while ago. I say that it was less than a week ago.
You never rated it.
I didn't rate it. No, I forgot. I don't think that I won't rate it until I try it again, because I don't want to do a blind rating on something I'm not trying. Well, I can't remember the flavour of it, but yeah, it's all I remember of it was a very nice pale ale.
Yeah,
that's all I can remember.
I gave that a 2.75 according to Untapped. But yeah, so this was just a video to catch up on. Well, this section of the video.
To explain.
Yeah, to explain why there's such differences between now and then.
Yeah, why we missed one last week.
We didn't miss one last week.
No, but
because we did a backlog.
Did we?
Yeah. Torside came out last week.
Oh yeah, we've done 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So this will still come out on the day it was meant to. It just won't. We just won't be showing us drinking it. I think that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say. We told you about the beer. I think they look smart.
Yeah.
The brewery seems to know what they're doing. I would love to try a couple more beers from them.
Do we have any more beers coming up? Or
We've got 3 cans.
cans for a change?
Yeah, we've got some cans again. IPAs, I think the majority of them are.
Right.
And then we'll have to think again about what we're getting in next.
Christmassy.
We've got Christmas coming up soon, so we need to get some Christmassy pints in.
Mm.
Maybe we'll see if we can do a full month of December on just Christmas pints.
I'd like that very much.
That would be delicious. We just got to find them.
Yeah.
They're out there somewhere. Obviously, being in lockdown, the only place we can find them is online. So, But I would say our glasses are empty when this episode started. They would be now. They're not now. But that's all I've really got to say. So,
yeah.
Thank you for joining in. And it's a bit of a weird episode, not how we'd like the episode to be.
It's much shorter than our normal episodes as well, but we can't really do anything about that.
We can't do much about it.
We couldn't have really planned anything with me going into isolation and with uni work and everything.
The lockdown. There was no way we was getting another bottle of these each.
Yeah.
But on that, thank you very much for joining in. It's a strange episode, but it's shorter.
I wouldn't really call it an episode. I think it's just a...
Well, the first half was an episode. It's a beer review.
Yeah.
Even though you don't see us tasting the beers. But thank you for joining in yet again, if you're still here.
If anyone's watching.
Yes, we'll see you next week when we've got a few cans to try out.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for joining in,
See you later.
and we'll see you soon.